The cash and carry industry really is the unsung hero of Irish retail, providing support to businesses all around the country. It's also a very competitive industry, with leading wholesalers continually investing in new product development and innovation. In this edition of Checkout TV, we meet three of Ireland's leading wholesalers to ask them how they fit in with the Irish grocery landscape. With 22 locations nationwide, BWG Value Centre has the biggest geographical spread of any one operator in the Irish cash and carry industry. A recent study by FMI for Checkout magazine found that BWG Value Centre is visited by more traders than any other cash and carry operator. Thus, it's important to ensure that the business keeps up to date with the latest market trends. As John Moane, Managing Director of BWG's Wholesale division, explains, maintaining such a strong network requires continuous investment.
Well, one of our core strategies, one of our big strengths, and we think one of our kind of unique selling points of Value Centre is that it is a national network of cash and carries. It is wholly owned by the BWG Group. We have 22 sites. We are fully committed to maintaining a strong regional network of sites, and in doing that we have a continuous investment programme. Having 22 sites demands a continuous investment programme, and we have been very, very careful with our investments over the years, and we've made significant investments in the business, and we are now at the moment halfway through a €7 million investment in the Value Centre network. We have a number of different programmes running across our three major channels. So I suppose as part of BWG Foods, we have a great insight into the convenience retail market. And we've great insights by working with retailers and also by working with other partners and suppliers as well, and using data to establish what are the appropriate and best sellers for our retailers to have. So we work on what we call the planogram program here, which is that, whatever we are recommending that our retailer stock is also stocked in Value Centre.
At Musgrave Marketplace, meanwhile, customer interaction has taken on a whole new level of significance with the introduction of an online ordering platform earlier this year. As our survey found, more than a third of cash and carry users currently place orders online, while a further 29% said they would prefer to use online if it was available. No wonder then that Noel Keeley, Managing Director of Musgrave Wholesale Partners, believes that online ordering represents a massive step forward for the industry.
Online is the future. I believe that it will potentially be a game changer for the wholesale industry. If we look at the way technology is influencing the way the consumer lives and the way we do business, the internet has had a profound effect, and it will have even more. As a business, we believe that we need to be on the leading edge of that, and we began to invest in online a number of years ago to begin to look at how could we make it easier for our customers to do business with us. And it was really about making sure that the solution that we put in place was one that our customers would be familiar with if they were consumers in terms of using the internet generally, but that would also potentially save time and money for them. For retailers, we have also introduced a scanning device that allows them to scan product or our promotional flyers and simply upload that order to our website and send it to us. The future for cash and carry is about doing business with your customers the way your customers want to do business with you. So for us, cash and carry has now become about being first for value in terms of having the right price, being first for choice in terms of having the right range, and being first for service in terms of dealing with the customer the way customers want to be served, whether that's collecting it in a cash and carry, whether that's through online, or whether that's delivered. And I think we have to accept that that's the way the customer is moving. And I'm a great believer in never betting against the customer. The opportunity, as well as the challenge, in my belief, is to continue to extend the range, continue to, I suppose, offer customers the opportunity for them to be able to improve their sales and profitability by shopping with you, and embracing the technological and digital era that we're now moving into, because the entrepreneurs of tomorrow will want to shop differently than the entrepreneurs of today.
According to Tom Shipsey, Chief Executive of the Stonehouse Group, one of the biggest developments in cash and carry is the rise of collaboration, something that may have been lacking from the industry in the past.
We always like to say that we cooperate among each other, and we cooperate with suppliers and we cooperate with our customers. But in many cases, a true partnership over the last 8 or 10 years wasn't there. We were all trying to get more for our side. It was never about a win-win. And people who were telling you it was about win-win probably really weren't talking about win-win. It's very difficult to have that mature position with both your customer and your supplier where you do genuinely go and look for a win-win. And that's certainly something that we've felt in the last 3 or 4 years. That's certainly something that's been one of the most important things to us. And we've had a number of surveys done. We've listened to a lot of our customers, and we've listened to our suppliers about what true partnership is about. And I think that's certainly something that over the next 3 or 4 years you will see as being one of the big issues. We've seen some of the situation that might have developed in the 70s. We've certainly been all around in the 80s when there was a very doom and gloom attitude. So the past 4 or 5 years have been very difficult, but they're not the first time we've been in funny kind of places. And we've come out of those, but each time we've come out slightly differently. We've had to adapt to that. And that's the exciting part, and I suppose that's going back to the whole thing about being able to adapt and being able to be agile. So people that listen will survive. People that can adapt will survive. And I think our guys are good at both.
With so much innovation taking place, it's no wonder that so many retailers see the cash and carry industry as fundamental to their future growth. In fact, a survey found that 83% of retailers said that the relationship they have with their cash and carry helped them through the worst of the economic downturn. In summary then, it's a competitive industry, but it's one with a long future.